Clement Attlee was the Prime Minister of Labour government that drew up plans to grant independence to India. Churchill was the leader of the opposition Conservative Party and was deeply worried about the plans. He objected to the use of term independence because the new legislation was supposed to grant India and Pakistan dominion status. This meant that they recognized the British King George VI as their head of state and that Britain would retain some influence over the country. Clement Attlee had become Prime Minister in July 1945 after the Labour government won the general election at the end of Second World War. The Labour government supported the principle of independence for India, and in February 1947 it announced that British India would become fully independent by June 1948 at the latest. In June 1947, Attlee's government agreed a plan with the Viceroy of India, Lord Mountbatten, to bring about an early transfer of power on 15 August 1947 and to partition British India into two new independent countries, India and Pakistan. This would result in the partition of the provinces of Bengal and Punjab. A letter is written by Winston Churchill to Clement Attlee on 1 July 1947. He writes that, "My dear Prime Minister, I am much concerned to hear from my colleagues, whom you consulted yesterday, that you propose to call the India Bill the Indian Independence Bill. This, I am assured, it is entirely contrary to the text, which corresponds to what we have previously been told were your intentions. The essence of the Mountbatten proposals, and the only reason why I gave support to them, is because they establish the phase of dominion status. Dominion status is not as same as independence, although it may be freely used to establish independence. It is not true that a community is independent when its ministers have in fact taken the oath of allegiance to the king. This is a measure of grave constitutional importance, and a correct and formal procedure and nomenclature should be observed. The correct title would be, it seems to me, the Indian Dominions Bill. I should, however, be quite willing to support it if it were called the Indian Bill 1947 or the India Self-Government Bill. I am glad to hear you are considering such alliterations. Believe me, yours sincerely, W.S.C.